in the kitchen with Carrie. Let's try these. Love them. We're gonna make some of these, y'all, because I am a carb freak. Till the cows come home, carbs are my thing. Savory girl, not really a sweets girl, though I love a bite of something sweet now and again. And we're gonna do carbs because that is my downfall. Give me a box of Cheez-Its and I'm off and running. That's a bunch of danger to me. I don't need all that mess. So what I did is I went to Aldi a couple of weeks ago. Don't go hungry, just saying, do not go hungry. But I was in the snack aisle and I thought, you know what? Let me see what's interesting here that doesn't have any carbs or low carbs, because I am sure to pick up a chip or a cracker or something like that when I want a quick bite of something in my mouth. Or like today, when I make my lunch, I like a little something crunchy and salty, and I wanted a good alternative. So I picked up some of these cheese crisp things. They were okay. They're not as good as making your homemade. So that is what I'm doing. I did a few ahead of time. I'm gonna pop some in the oven, let them bake so you see how they come out of the oven and what they look like. These are ones I already did. These ones are a little darker. I'm okay with it though. This is the first time I've made them, but they're really good. So while I pop these in the oven, I'll show you what I did, and I can post down in the comments the recipe I used from Pinterest, and there's a ton of them. So if that doesn't grab you, grab another one. Love Pinterest. I don't know what we did before Pinterest, I'm just telling you. So I have my baking sheet and I have one of these liners. So I lined it with this, but if you don't have a liner, grab you some parchment paper, okay? You can even get it at the Dollar Tree, I think. So you wanna line your pan. This recipe is 400-degree oven. It's hot, and that's okay, because it was like 19 degrees this morning, and I'm gonna let that oven open and heat the house. But I'm gonna pop these in the oven while we're chatting. These ones are shredded, so when I just cooked them before was 7 minutes. I'm gonna set the timer so that, you know, I get to chat and we'll forget about them. But what you're gonna wanna do is get a cheese of your choice. I love a good sharp cheddar, has a lot of flavor. I know some people do them with Parmesan cheese. You can also add, and I didn't, because sharp cheddar to me has just enough salt and plenty enough flavor. I don't need to add flavor, but you can add, I saw variations of garlic salt or taco seasoning. So if you want to change them up, you could add a seasoning to them. And I would just put, like if you do the shredded version, put them in a bowl and kind of toss the shred around a little bit before you put them on your mat, rather than sprinkling it on. But do it with cooler cheese, because as your cheese warms up, it's going to start melting on its own just from room temperature. So I have grated some cheese, and I pre-grated, right? Because I've been in here cooking. I pre-grated some cheese. You can also do slices. Now on this little guy here, these are the grated, kind of very airy, super crisp. I don't have a quote-unquote air fryer. I have a small oven that does both, but I wanted to do a larger batch. So I'm using my regular oven, and there's that. This is a thinner slice that I actually, one of these slices here, but thinner. These were a little thicker. So what I ended up doing, they're a little brown. I didn't get them out in time, but the next batch I do, I'll watch. These were a little thicker, so they go in for a little bit longer, and about halfway through, I'll turn them with just my little handy dandy spatula, let them pop back in there for just a few more minutes. So you're gonna take your grated cheese or your sliced cheese, and you will spread them out on your cooking mat. You probably hear Mia in the background. I don't think you wanna go outside, honey. It's like 23 degrees. She's confused. You want to spread them out on your baking sheet, and you want to leave about 2 inches apart because they are going to spread, and let them cool. And then if they do look like they need flipped over, you can flip them over, stick them back in. But once they've cooled down, and it doesn't take them long, I just transferred them onto one of my plates with a paper towel to kind of let the extra grease that's in the cheese absorb, and I think that'll help keep them crisper longer. Like I said, this is the first time I've made these, so I have not stored them before, but it does say to store them in an airtight container. We'll see. I'm not sure how long they'll keep for, but I promise you these aren't going to stay around long. Not in my house, they won't. Let's see if she needs to go outside. You think you do. It's going to be shock. Yep. That won't last long. We'll probably have to let her back in. If y'all hear her, let me know. Let's take a peek. Oh yeah, they're spreading out nicely. If I could take you down there, I would. So this is something that been wanting to do, because I have got to cut out some of my carb snacking, and this is a better choice for me. If you have some ideas of a savory, carb-saving, carb-friendly, low-carb, no-carb, something or another, let me know. But these are going to be really great. I'll be eating some more of those. Now, I feel like, now that I'm trying another one, they're definitely more chewy than the ones in the store. The ones in the store kind of were cardboard-ish. They were still tasty. And they fit the bill, but I wanted to make my own at home. If you have an air fryer, these would probably even be more crispy. And I guess it depends how big a mound your cheese is and how long you leave it in there for. I might try this next batch on a lower temperature and leave it in there longer. Okay. But they're good. And that beats the heck out of eating a chip. Just saying. All right, I'm gonna take another peek. Oh, it's got a few more minutes. So, carb-friendly keto snack. Keep in mind your fats, so you don't want to eat, you want to have fat in your diet, but you don't want to eat too much fat. But this is a great alternative for something salty, crispy, carb-free, that you can have a few of and just kind of curb that craving and not grab a chip, because there's absolutely no nutritional value in that bugger, right? So there's that. Shoot me your comments in the bottom of your ideas, because I want to try them. I want to incorporate some other things that are going to have more nutritional value, that are going to be tasty, crunchy, savory. I'm all about it. Guys, I'm going to pop off. Finish baking these here. But that is my quick in the kitchen with Carrie. I really wanted you to stay on until I pulled them out, but I think you kind of get the gist of it, right? Yeah, they're about done. They are. So while they're cooking, I will tell you this. While they're cooking, and if you're looking, you ain't cooking, right? While you're cooking, they're gonna get really bubbly. It's like bubbling the oil out of the cheese. And I guess if you have a cheese that, like this is sharp cheddar, if I had extra sharp, there might be, hey Angie, if I had extra sharp cheddar, there would probably be less fat in it. Your cheeses, like your Parmesan, I'm just gonna keep an eye out now because we're down at the end of the timer. Some of that more air out. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. Your cheeses, like your Parmesan cheese, is a drier cheese. That's gonna have less fat in it. I am not sure how that would really cook up, although there are recipes for Parm crisp. But because there's no fat in there, they're going to be really dry. So I may try some with Parm. I think I still have some fresh Parm in there. I think I'll try a couple of those and see how that works. But anyway, I'm going to pull these out really quick, and then I'm going to flip them and stick them back in. But just so you can see, let me grab this because I left my other mitt in the drawer. That's them. See how they spread out? So you want to give yourself some room so they don't all connect. I'm quite sure it'd be fine if they did. I mean, really, unless you're going to do some presentation with them. I'm going to let these cool off for a few minutes. I'm going to flip them over and stick them back in. But quick and easy snack. Give it a try. Hey, let me know if you do these. comment that down in the bottom. And if you want the recipe, comment recipe, and I will attach it below your comment so you can get to it. All right, guys, I hope you have a fabulous Wednesday. I will catch you later. Bye.